It's your boy Diggaveli, man, and welcome back to the channel. And we're possibly gonna be checking out the gayest video I've ever seen in my life right here. Like hands down the gayest. Let's get to the video.
This is Jesse. He fell in love with Cassidy.
I'm a proud trans woman.
Jesse was raised in a strict
A dude. He's a dude.
conservative family.
One thing I was definitely taught was a natural woman is who you're supposed to be with, and if you're with anybody else, you're going to be out of this household and out of this family.
And their relationship has caused a stir with loved ones.
The main misconception that people have is that he's gay.
I was very apprehensive.
What does this dude mean by misconception? That's literal the definition of gay. You see how these people, since Joe Biden and these radical progressive Democrats have even stepped on the fucking scene, they just have a real problem with trying to change the definition of words. Like, you can't just fucking wake up one day and just change the definition of words. You two guys are gay. That's simply what it is. This shit is crazy.
Right.
I didn't know that he was open to having a relationship with a trans girl.
I'm Jesse, and this is my partner Cassidy, who's a trans woman.
Jesse and I met off of Instagram.
And quick, let me say this before the video even go any further. I don't hold hate or none of that shit towards anybody. If you're an adult, you can go live your life however you see fit. It's your life. You have to live and die for yourself. And you know, I have no problem with nobody how they live their life. You know, my whole problem when it comes to any of this shit is just the kids. Kids should be able to grow up and choose to live their life how they want, just like everybody else, without being influenced on anything, without being forced in anything. The only thing a parent and everybody else's job is to do for kids is protect them until they gain self-awareness where they can take care of themselves. That's the only job of a parent and everybody else. Everybody has their own life and entitled to their own life. We're just safeguarding kids until they gain self-awareness to take care of themselves. That's simply it. Even my kids. I don't influence my kids into nothing. I want to see them find interest and likes for themselves, and then we enhance that. I don't want my kids doing, you know, it'll be cool to, hey, you know, I like this, you know, give it a try, whatever, but I don't force anything on my kids, and nothing should be forced on them. I'm just safeguarding their life. I love everybody. Let me just get that clear.
First thing I saw was muscles. And so I was like, okay.
I actually messaged her and I let her know that she's beautiful. We were about 3 or 4 messages in, and she said, hey, we were about 3.
How perfect does that shirt fit him? Let's see if we can get it. Hey, look, meathead. No offense, man, but you gotta be a meathead to believe the type of shit he believes.
We were about 3 or 4 messages in, and she said, hey, I just want to let you know that, you know, I'm sorry if it changes the dynamic of things, but I'm a trans woman. And I said, no, sweetheart. You don't have to apologize for that. You're just a special kind of woman.
What?
It was a beautiful moment, and we kicked it off ever since.
Quite spooky. Quite spooky. Quite spooky.
We faced a lot of judgment when we started our relationship. I think the main misconception that people have with our relationship is that he's gay. I've received the whole load of hate comments, being like, you'll never be a woman, how dare you? A lot of religious comments too.
Oh God.
About how I should kill.
She just had to throw religion in there, like, yo, it doesn't matter what your religion is. Like, biology is biology. You can't change the shit. You're a dude. No matter what you do, you're gonna be a dude. Even if you go under the surgery table, you're still gonna be a dude. You're just gonna have a lot. You're just gonna be a lifelong patient at that point. Like, these people act like everybody is so wrong. Society is so wrong. Sorry, but you're suffering from a mental illness. If you pass away now, 1,000 years later, if they dig your body up, your bones, they're gonna be able to tell you was a man. Sorry.
Kill myself, and you're going to hell. So this one says, sir, lipstick and heels doesn't make you a woman. You can't change biology, you can't change chromosomes. You are just an insecure guy who didn't accept his body, so you did plastic surgery. You keep living in your fantasy. It definitely got.
And you know, he didn't say anything wrong. These people act like facts and reality is just wrong. You know, he probably could have kept off the living in your fantasy part just to, you know, not add insult to injury, but nothing that that person said was wrong. These people want you to feel so bad for living in reality and just telling the fucking truth. Nobody on this planet will ever make me feel bad for telling the truth. The truth is always welcome. It's not liked, but it's always welcome. I'd rather somebody tell me the brutal truth than a pretty lie. You can't do shit with a lie. But go out here and look stupid. The truth, you can know how to move, maneuver, and get shit right. Can't do nothing with a lie, though. Value, like, it has no value at all.
Gets to me sometimes, but I can't let it affect my day because I'm used to it. At the beginning of it,
Get off the internet.
I couldn't help but think it was my fault for all the backlash that Jesse was receiving. But we persevered through everything, and it was something that really made us stronger.
My upbringing was probably a little more intense than the most. I was brought up around a very masculine family, very toxic masculinity household.
Oh my God.
I was always taught to act.
No way he didn't bring up the TM. Oh, toxic masculinity. Look, man. If this world didn't have masculinity and alpha males, this shit would have been destroyed and obliterated by something. Telling you right now. What's so toxic? Like, what's so toxic about a man being a man? A provider, a protector, a fighter. They have no problem sending men to war and oil rigs and jobs under the ocean and all these other dangerous places where your life is literally on jeopardy for, you know, in jeopardy for doing your job. But that's not called toxic masculinity when we do that type of shit, though. Like, maybe we should create a whole military with just women. Like, I'm tired of the disrespect towards men. Like, I've been having to sit through that shit for years now. Misogynist, sexist, just for speaking reality in your opinion. Like, I'm so sick of the shit. I'm over the shit. I have no tolerance for it. Masculinity is needed. Like, femininity is needed. They trying to destroy it all and combine it in one little weird ass cesspool. Nah, I'm good on that.
Out, be the tough guy. Natural woman is who you're supposed to be with, and that's it. And if you're with anybody else, if you're gay, if you're ever with a trans girl, you're gonna be out of this household and out of this family.
Who? This dude doesn't even look that old, man. I mean, you know, he probably still young, but I'm saying, like, what? Who parents gave them trans talks? Because this wasn't even prevalent years ago. I honestly can't even, like, okay, Obama brought in the wave, but, like, where was it to the point where people, it got so crazy to the point where it is now is because nobody sat down with kids and people was like, yo, this isn't right. So I'm pretty sure nobody was giving, oh, you can't date trans talks in the house. That seems unfucking realistic. He's probably just adding that just to make his story look worse than what it is, man. Because, like, how long has this been going on to where people were giving their kids talks about that shit, especially his age?
Friends and family, at first, they were shocked because the alpha masculine tatted up male is now dating a transgender woman. My family was worried about their reputation, not mine. The whole entire world's gonna know my son's gay.
It's no problem with you being gay, homeboy. Do you? But all the alpha shit and all that, no. Alpha males are made to provide and protect for women who aren't born physically superior to be able to do a lot of those things. So you're not an alpha, bro. You're just a guy that works out that's gay. That's simply what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But quit just trying to change the definition of fucking words.
Dating a trans girl. So we're gonna FaceTime Jordan right now. This is a best friend of mine who's been through with me through all points of my life. So we'll give him a call and see what he has to say, because he was reluctant on our relationship in the beginning. Jordan, what's up?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
So I wanted to ask you a couple questions about my relationship, because I know it's been a lot. How did you first feel about hearing that I was dating a woman like Cassidy that's trans?
I was, definitely a little shocked and apprehensive. It got blown up back here at home, and knowing you my whole life, I didn't know that. I didn't see that.
One of the first things that probably came out was probably he's gay.
People definitely have that perspective on it. I was just very much confused.
I was confused too.
Once again, for the millionth time, my boy, you are gay.
Cassidy educated me and said, no, honey, you're straight. Don't you look at me like a woman? I said, yeah. She's like, so where do you find the word gay? And that's when I realized, yeah, I'm not gay at all. I'm an alpha male that's attracted to femininity, and that's exactly what I got raised.
Femininity, man. Yo. Brainwashing has, like, somewhere along the lines, like, the government perfected brainwashing. They got that shit down to a T. Because literally, how do you trick people with working brains into believing this shit? How? I gotta see the science behind this shit, man. It's astonishing.
Here.
What was your first impression of hearing that Jesse was dating a trans girl?
I didn't know that he was open to having a relationship with a trans girl. So it was shocking to me at first. And it was new for all of us, but...
Why do they keep masking it up on the trans girl? Like, just take, you know what I'd rather see them do? Get rid of the trans woman and the trans men lingo. Just say trans. Excuse me. Leave that up to the people you tell, what you started off as. But the trans woman, girls, it steps on too many toes. You see these, if you get on X right now, formerly Twitter, you literally see the lesbians and the gay women fighting with trans people 24/7 across the platform. Women hate being called in words like cis, calling me a cis man and cis woman. Yo, that shit is derogatory. That's like somebody calling a gay person the F word. Like, it's a derogatory term. Don't use that shit. Don't call me that shit. I'm a man. That's simply what it is. Ain't no cis to it. Like, that shit's derogatory. I don't think they understand that.
When I saw how happy Jesse was, that all my transgressions went out the window.
Yeah.
And I realized it doesn't matter to me. It's what makes Jesse happy.
I really appreciate you, Jordan, for seeing me as I am and not what other people say about me and what other people...
What other people say about you? What do you mean? What God birthed you as? It's like it's like this person doesn't believe nothing about reality. How could you open your eyes up to see the shit that is there and just say, okay, that's not there, and just continue? Yo, that's mental illness. And no, it shouldn't matter to a friend what your friend's sexual orientation is. But they doing more than that in this video. They trying to make it seem like it's something completely wrong with the way he was thinking. No, he's just finding out that his friend is gay. That's just what it is, man.
will project onto me.
Like I said, Jesse's happiness is what matters to me.
Awesome, Jordan. You're the best.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you. I love you since day one. And ain't nothing ever going to change over here.
No doubt, bro. I love you too.
Bye-bye.
And how cringe, like, this is a grown-ass man, and he needs to be affirmed by everybody else about his sexuality. So he can't even fathom that he's gay. So he has to have everybody else affirm to him that he's not, even though he know that he is. How weird is this shit, man? Like, how weird. Like, I ain't even gonna watch no more of this, man. Mm, it's pointless. Dude is gay. That's simply what it is. Y'all seen it like I seen it. This shit getting exhausted. I'm out.